Because of the ministry growth that we were seeing almost a year ago, you all recognized the need to begin making changes to our building last summer. You helped enclose and enhance our adult worship space. You helped create a learning and worship space for our children. We updated paint and carpet, and so we celebrate and we thank you that you made all that possible through your help and through your generosity. After moving back from the tabernacle last summer, we now have the ability to offer 2 worship service times. We showed the priority of our children's relationship with Jesus by offering a full slate of Sunday school classes and 2 children's worship environments with Kids Church and We Worship. Because of your willingness and your generosity to step up and where God has been leading our church, we are now experiencing what we're calling the good challenges of being blessed. In Malachi 3, God tells his people to test him by being generous, and God's response will be to bless us so that we can't even contain the blessing. And well, we're living out that reality right now. During fall and spring at 1010 Julia, on Sunday mornings, every classroom and every learning space is being used. On Wednesday nights, every classroom and every learning space is being used, some to overflowing. Moreover, our church has been blessed with a lot of folks who want to minister to foster kids, adoptive kids, and special needs children. And we want to be diligent and proactive in providing the safest place we can to meet the unique needs of every child in every family situation. So, seeing these good challenges of blessing, our leadership team brought in an outside consultant to give us advice on how to meet those needs without yet increasing our square footage. And what it comes down to is this: we can't sustain the growth we're experiencing if we keep our facilities the same. As we look to hire more staff, that means we need to reconfigure our offices. As more and more families join our church and more children are learning about Jesus, that means we need more intentional and secure spaces for them to learn in. So how do we do this in a way that demonstrates our high commitment to families and children and teenagers and adults in our region to help them be transformed into radical reproducing apprentices of Jesus? Well, after input from an outside consultant and reviewing our current needs and vision and values with our staff, our leadership team, our ministry leaders, we are now asking for your help to make these necessary changes to our current facilities. First of all, the most pressing need is to create 2 new office spaces for staff positions that are already in our budget. This is a relatively inexpensive and easy fix by transitioning 2 current office spaces into 4. Secondly, we want to centralize our check-in and check-out process for our children's ministry. This will create a more secure environment for our kiddos by reducing the amount of traffic in our children's ministry hallways. And at the same time, it creates a visible presence that communicates our commitment to children and their families the moment a guest arrives at our church. We'll do this by creating a kid zone that provides a supervised transitional area with activities and games for kids before and after services. It will have a single drop-off and pick-up location for all elementary-age children. In other words, parents, no more wondering where your kids are in the building, no more wondering if they're coming to you or if you're coming to them. They're going to be there waiting. So in order to be able to create this centralized and secure kid zone, that means we've got to be able to create new storage space so our current storage room can be transitioned into that kid zone. Right now, the front corners of our sanctuary are basically unused space. If you tried to sit there, you couldn't see the screens, the preacher, or the worship team. So these spaces have been identified as the place to put a new storage room and a new meeting space. We also recognize the importance, the value of a sanctuary that enhances our worship and our learning and minimizes distractions. We were able to begin that last summer with closing in our current sanctuary, constructing a sound booth, and better defining the platform area. We want to continue that by updating our projection, our screens, our decor, and our lighting. So I know what you're thinking. What do you want from me? Well, we're asking you to support this vision to help us raise the necessary funds to complete these ministry growth needs. Your leadership team has designed and approved a stepped approach to these items. And to accomplish everything that we feel is needed, we will be collecting a one-time special offering on Sunday, July 9th, with the goal of raising $25,000. This is an opportunity for all of us to participate in above and beyond giving to further the growing ministry of God's church that He has entrusted to us. You can find out more specifics at the link below, and we'll let you know when work days are on the calendar. So for those of you who want to get your hands dirty, you can get involved too. Thank you so much for prayerfully considering how you can partner with us in giving and service.